Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now second and 6. Come on, come on. The 23-yard line. Under 10, under 10, 10. Put it to, set, Mike 46, Mike 46. Hey, 46 on truck. 46 to Mike. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
And no timeout. Pretty fast.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Set. 18.
6 right there, 56. All day, just like that.
Hey, we gotta snap it. We gotta snap it. And let's go.
Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. 19.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 1st down, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
That's track. 90 is the mic. Switch up, switch. 59. 80 is the mic. Let's go, D.
On first down, it's Watson. This is caught by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, Peyton. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 46. Mike 46. All day. All day.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Haskins to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson, and a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Run. He's telling right. He's telling right. Telling right. Hey, check, go. 6. Check right 46. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd down, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins, and that's caught by Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
Okay, 46 to Mike. Stop your body. Washington. Safety screaming.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Cut!
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
46 to Mike. Too little, just 46 to Mike. 46. Hey, pick your candy go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Redskin first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you. Check. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that trip. Mike 46. Mike 46. Hey, defense.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Haskins, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
49 to Mike. Mike 49.
Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Redskins.
Mike 46. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 46, boys. 46.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 46.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. For the catch made by Hopkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. Take the elbow. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Redskins 7, Bears 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm coming.
Throwing again is Watson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I'm coming after you. Check 52. Check. Tight dog. 49. Mike, 49. Get that quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
Go. Interception on the
Redskins pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Now it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
46, boy, 46. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Reset. 19. Double time. Hey, 4 down. Let him go.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Check 4. Trips. Take it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Watson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run with Geis. And an alley to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. Down to about the 22 here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Haskins on 3rd down. It's caught. Smith. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you.
On second down now, Peyton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Bears 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Double time. Hey. 4 down.
On first down, Peyton. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
We got 4.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Out of the gun, Watson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 times. 4 times.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Peyton, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Haskins to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On the double. Mike, let's go. Come on. That's the shit. 46, boy. 46.
From midfield now, Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
26 Mike. And watch that. And watch the ball. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Here we go with Haskins. Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
19, check 56. I got it.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now it's Watson. And Robinson with a big catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
And a Redskin first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Haskins. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And he finds McLaurin. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Check 56. Go on. Anyway, rush in.
On first down, this is Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He finds Hopkins complete. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Ready.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And they give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, watch the ball, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Coming to you.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a 2nd one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over the
better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Watson now to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. To throw is Watson. Robinson's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
What's that? 19! He's sick as the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he got it! The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Chicago, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.